Okay, so I've wanted to do this video for a while now because people love to argue about who had it worse, the Gen Zs or the Millennials. And this video is not about who worked harder or who complained more. We're going to look at the environment that both generations stepped into, because this is what we get wrong with this type of debate. We often judge people's decisions without actually understanding their context, and context matters more than character. So in this video, we're going to cover what both of these generations actually walked into, why this debate creates such misunderstanding, and what both of these generations, the one thing that they both got wrong. So if that sounds absolutely spliffing to you, gently tap that like button, gently tap that subscribe button. Let's do this. So when a lot of millennials graduated in the early 2000s up to 2010, many of them, including myself, had to deal with the 2008 recession. Okay, but even with that recession, the system was still there. Okay, the original system was still up and running. It was still recognizable. Housing was expensive, but it wasn't impossible. Even in cities, even if you're on an entry-level job, you could still scrape enough money eventually over a few years to get a deposit for a house or a flat. And yes, that's right, entry-level jobs actually existed. You know, you could send out your resumes, so your CVs, and get hired somewhere before you even knew anything about the place. They would train you whilst you were working, okay? These type of jobs did exist back then. Career ladders were a lot more visible. You could stay somewhere for 5 years and have a rough idea where you'll be as long as you were loyal and you perform well. Automation did exist, but it wasn't eating into the junior roles yet at that point. There were still plenty of tasks that required a warm body and just basic competence. And wages, whilst not amazing, they were a lot closer to the cost of living than they certainly were today by a long way. Now, this may sound like we had it like a piece of cake compared to what it is today, but it wasn't that easy, okay? We had student debt, we had the recession to deal with, we had stagnant wages. I mean, the path was hard, but at least it was there. It was achievable and doable. Okay, so now let's look at what Gen Z walked into. So, where do we start? Well, firstly, I'd say credential inflation. A bachelor degree is now pretty much what a high school diploma used to be. Entry-level jobs now require at least 2 years work experience. I mean, work that one out. So internships are pretty much now the way into a company, and often that is unpaid. So you're starting much later with more debt for the same role that your parents got at the age of 22. You've also got global competition. Now, remote work has opened up a huge amount of opportunities, but it's also opened up a huge amount of competition. And when you've got competition that are working in much cheaper to live in countries, where they don't need to earn $20,000-$30,000 a month, it makes it very, very difficult because, if you're equally skilled as someone else in say parts of India or Pakistan or somewhere like that, but they're willing to do the job for half the wage that you can, and you don't have a choice because of the cost of living in this country or pretty much anywhere in the West, then the company is always going to go for that cheaper option. We also didn't have AI or the same level of automation that you have now. Where it was back then, the automation wasn't good enough to remove the entry-level jobs or, the junior roles, but now it is, which makes it, again, hugely difficult for young, for school leavers or people who have just left university who have not got any work experience, who are trying to compete for those entry-level jobs. And when you're competing against AI, which does it for free, works 24/7 and pretty much knows everything, I mean, what chance have you got? Then you've got the problem of rent. I mean, rent is so much more expensive nowadays than what it was for us millennials. Often or not, especially in a city, your wage barely covers your rent. Okay, you might be able to pay for the rent, but you can't have any food, you can't have anything else for the rest of the month. Okay, you can't live like that. So many Gen Zs are having to live with their parents still whilst they're working because they've got no other option. They can't get out from that. But on the plus side for the Gen Zs, it's never been easier to start your own business. Okay, now we've got we've got the internet, we've got AI. You've got so many apps out there to help you start a business. It's never been so accessible. It was a lot easier to start a business now than it is but back when I was 20 years old. We didn't have the luxury of having all of this knowledge online. Okay, yeah, we had YouTube and stuff like that, but we didn't have the same level of information that is available on it now. So it's very, very difficult to come to a conclusion who had it worse, because like I say, it swings and roundabouts. The millennials had some things worse, but it also had, some things a lot easier, and vice versa. So why does this create such a misunderstanding between both generations? Well, I think millennials often see a lack of effort from the Gen Zs. They see people who are not willing to start at the bottom or willing to pay their dues. And then the Gen Zs see probably a lack of reward. They see a system that just demands more and more credentials, more hours, more passion, and often or not, for absolutely nothing in return. So I think the advice that the millennials got, it worked for them. Work hard, climb the ladder, be loyal, and eventually you'll get that promotion, and you will benefit from it in the long run, and you'll be able to have a big family, have a house, go on plenty of holidays. Okay, that's worked for a lot of people, especially my age. But my personal opinion is that doesn't work for Gen Zs anymore. Okay, that same playbook will not work for them, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. The company loyalty isn't what it used to be. And they can't save for a deposit for a house, or save for those big expensive holidays, because it's, especially the house, it's almost impossible. So a lot of them are living without any sort of hope whatsoever. So they have to create their own playbook. They have to try something different, because the playbook that my generation, have used, all these years, like I say, it worked for many of us, but I just can't see that playbook working anymore. I just think there's too many variables, too much inflation, AI, remote working, things like that. I just can't see that path is ever going to be able any Gen Z to be able to retire at age 60, live comfortably for the rest of their life, and have multiple holidays. I just can't see that happening. I mean, I've done a whole video on Gen Z being accused of being lazy. I don't believe that they are lazy at all. I believe that, I mean, yes, you're going to get the odd one, of course. Every generation gets them, but I will put a link at the end of the video for that one. Just proving that they're not lazy, but they're just having to grow up in a completely different system to what we did, and they're having to adapt. They're just acting completely rational to the world that they grew up in. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I think both generations just need to understand that they grew up in completely different worlds. What was easy for one, was difficult for the other, and vice versa. So it's, to me, there's no argument to be had. Okay, it's literally like comparing apples and oranges. Okay, so here's the one thing that I think both generations have got wrong. Okay, I believe that both were taught the same lie, and that lie is that one job would be enough. That lie, if you found a good company, worked hard, climbed the ladder, stayed loyal, you will be rewarded, for your service, for your time, and walk away with riches. Millennials believed it, okay, and Gen Z has inherited the wreckage of that belief, basically. Now, obviously, for some people, that has worked out, but that's probably 5% of people. When you look at the majority, of millennials now, when you look at the way that inflation's going and their pensions, the pension age is rising all the time, especially in the UK. We're looking at 70 now before you can claim on a state pension. So that unless you've earned very, very good money and were able to stack that money away in a pension pot for however many years, you've got absolutely no chance. And with the fact that the cost of living keeps going up, most people especially in the UK, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, how can you possibly put enough money in a pension to be able to retire and live comfortably after the age of 65? You just can't do it. It's actually impossible. So the real problem isn't which generation had it harder, it's that pretty much both generations were set up to fail. So what is the modern response? What are Gen Zs and a lot of millennials doing now to sort of prepare themselves for being able to, or making a plan to be able to retire at the age of 65? Well, a lot of them have got multiple incomes. Okay. And this is the whole point of my channel, is that I do believe that we're going to be moving into a multiple income life, or a system. I believe that it's needed. It's going to be essential for going forward because of AI and automation. Industry is going to be moving and progressing so quickly. Having all of your eggs in one basket, to me, is going to be a very dangerous game. And this is why you'll see so many Gen Zs learning so many new skills. Okay, they're all having multiple skill sets because they have to. They have to be able to be adaptable. They have to be able to move from one thing to the next. And the world that we're living in now no longer rewards loyalty. Okay, it rewards flexibility. So I'm not going to keep you anymore. I'm going to end the video there. I hope you got some value from that. I really enjoyed making this video. I've been wanting to make this for a while now, because we all know that person, or our parents, turn around and say, "Oh, you guys have it so much easier than we did." Still hear that occasionally. The problem is that both generations, there's a lot of people who just don't understand. They don't, they look at it from their view only, and not from the other generation's view. So it was important to do this. It's important that we know that not either generation had it particularly easy, and both generations had challenges. That's how it's been, like the generations before us as well. So anyway, I hope you got some value from it. Drop us a comment in the comment section. Love to hear your thoughts or what's going on with yourselves. There's a video above, is the link, about, again, why I believe Gen Z are not lazy. Go and check that video out. It's a good video. Hopefully you'll again get some value and some knowledge from that. Guys, have a great Christmas. Okay, it's probably been my last video before Christmas. Enjoy it. Have plenty of drink, plenty of food. Overindulge. Go mad. Just enjoy yourself. Okay. Here's to an amazing 2026. Take care. Happy Christmas, and I shall see you all soon.